I want you to imagine that you've been given the job of building the best soccer team ever. Who would you pick? Probably the fastest, strongest, and most experienced players, right? Well, guess what? God doesn't necessarily work that way. And I'm going to tell you why. In 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 26 through 29, Paul writes this: "Brothers and sisters, think of what you were when you were called. Not many of you were wise by the human standards. Not many of you were influential. Not many were noble by birth. But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. God chose the lowly things of this world and the despised things and the things that are not to nullify the things that are, so that no one may boast before him." So in other words, Paul is reminding the people, hey, remember who you were when God called you? You weren't the most powerful or popular. You didn't come from fancy backgrounds or have perfect lives. But God still chose them. He picked the people the world might not expect, those who didn't look super important from the outside, so that no one could brag and say, I did it all myself. God does this to remind the world how powerful and loving He is, not how amazing we are. Some other examples from the Bible are: God chose David, the youngest of his brothers, to become king. God chose Moses, a man with a speech impediment, to lead an entire nation. He chose Mary, a young, humble girl, to carry Jesus into the world. They weren't society's top picks, but they were God's. So, to put this all into simple words, God doesn't choose people because they're perfect. He chooses people so He can show His perfect love through them.